Everyone, Soundwave 84 here. In this Blast from the Past review, we're going to take a look at the G1 Sparkabots from 1988. Here we have Sizzle, Guzzle, and Fizzle. And these figures had the gimmick of shooting sparks out their rear ends, or the rear of their vehicle mode. So that was their gimmick, because, you know, back then, everybody's got to have a gimmick. So that's what they were going for. And we get some nice alt modes here, and also at a lower price point. These pretty much replaced the Throttlebots from the year prior, and the Throttlebots replaced the mini cars, the mini bots from 84, 85, 86. And we're going to take a look at them each one by one. It's going to be a quick video. So G1 toys, very simplistic, so it's not as much to talk about. But we're going to look at each character one by one and show some of the problems nowadays you'll have with these figures, but the fun you could have had back in the 80s as a kid. First up, we got Sizzle, and the gimmick here you see is right here, the wheel. Roll it, and it will just shoot the sparks right out the gap here in the back. You got plastic tires, squeaky pinned in. Not much articulation to speak of because of having to store the gimmick down here. The legs are solid, which a lot of G1 toys are either solid or held together by bars. Anyway, you see the screws holding this all together. We got a blue painted face, red plastic with black plastic. We got some gray paint here on the side and also here for the windshields. So it's not a bad looking robot. Now for articulation on this figure, all you're getting is arm articulation right here, and I'm not getting much. It's an old toy. You can see how I'm trying to turn this. Not much here. And the problem with Sizzle here, I'm scared to break a lot of my G1s. Transformation, you can see right here, you just collapse the legs in. You just put his arms back where they need to go. There's these slight little tabs right here on the ends of his feet, or on his feet. His hands, they're going to go in his little like slots right there. So you just got to line those up. And you just collapse it like that. And you have transformed him. Is that smoke? You can see right there some of the pieces from all the gimmick. I did the gimmick before I started this video. Now you can see right here, he is missing the front of his car. And that's because this sucker here snapped right off. In transformation, the hood, ooh, smells like something's burning. The hood folds back this way, but now I was trying to transform that, it just snapped right off. It is thin plastic here, and it is old. How many years? Like 20, no, hold up. Add 10 years. It's like 36 years old, 35 years, 36 years old. So a lot of playability back in the 80s. I probably played the hell out of these toys. Yeah, so I can just set that right there. And yeah, it sort of holds. I can get it to sit better. I can super glue it back, but then it will have to stay there forever. And then robot mode, he'll just be looking at you like this with the little top. But that's not bad. Now the gimmick, I don't know if I can do it. We'll try. You want to roll the car and get the sparks. You see, there's some. You can see you're scuffing. Hey, you gotta do it now. You're scuffing stuff up, and that's probably one of the negatives on the figure. It's got a lot of playability, but the negatives of trying to do that, you might end up scuffing the actual robot. You can see on the tires, you'll eventually get a lot of wear on those as well. You'll see more scuffing on Fizzle and Guzzle as I show those off here in the video. So now we're going to move on to, here we got Guzzle, and right there you can tell he's got some scrapes on his treads. That's what I'm trying to get the gimmick to shoot. As a kid, you're going to roll that as much as you can, push down, and you're going to scuff on the actual figure. Articulation is exactly the same. You just got the arms. You do get a tank turret here that can spin more in robot mode, I think, than it can in vehicle mode. We'll see that in a minute. We have a blue painted face on sort of a off-white creamy plastic. And we do get some paint here, like a mustard yellow paint for the chest. Turn back, we got some green plastic here on the back side, and some stickers. On the stickers on old Sizzle, we just got the Autobot insignia on the hood. Now, if he had more, I've lost them or they came off. We got a few more here on Guzzle. Transformation is exactly the same way again. Now the tabs are on actually the rear here of the tank, and they will go right above his fist here. So we're going to collapse that down. Just got to line that up and collapse his legs. Let's see. He still can turn the tank turret. He can do almost a 360 as it hits in the back at the back. And the gimmick no longer works on this guy. I tried it earlier. He's not shooting sparks, but again, pretty cool gimmick. Transforms into a tank, and tanks are always fun for kids, especially back in the 80s. We had Warpath, we had Blitzwing. Now we got Guzzle. Bring it on Fizzle. He hope he doesn't fizzle out, but you see here, scuffs again on the abdomen from trying to roll this guy as a kid, and you can see here on the tires as well, because you want to roll that as much as you can. You have light blue plastic, darker blue plastic here, where you get a red painted face. Got a decent face, head sculpt there. Almost reminds me of like a knight from the medieval times, with the little top here, like it come down over his eyes. Like a cool like, battle mask and stuff. Backside transforms just the same as like Sizzle for the top here. See, Sizzle is supposed to fold back like this guy, and this scared me when I transformed him, because it hooks right there. These little things hook at the bottom of his head. You can see the little indentions for right by his mouth, by his neck. And these catch on, so you have to put a lot of force to bring that back, and there's always a chance I'm going to snap that in the backside. Also, the hands here do snap on a little differently. When you bring these up, they now hook on to this here, with his arms right here in a little gap. Articulation again is just the arms go up and down. And I didn't show it with the other guys, but I'm going to show it here. We do some size comparisons. We'll bring in the 87 AUTOBOts, bring in the Mini-Bots, and we'll bring in a nowadays core class transformer. So you can see the scale that the Sparkabots gave you back in the day. Alright, so I'm going to transform this guy. Like I say, it's very simple. We just want to collapse the legs down. First thing you probably do is go ahead and bring the arms up here. I'm going to collapse the legs. Maybe he doesn't want to collapse. Oh! That sounds so rough. It's scary. I'm so afraid of breaking these guys. I'm going to take this and we're going to flip it over and then we'll catch around his head. See, it kind of locks right there. So we're going to transform. You got to put a lot of pressure to get that off. I'm afraid I'm going to snap it there again. But he transforms into a nice race car. Pretty cool. He's got some stickers right here. Silver paint for the windshields. Got the AUTOBOT logo sticker right there. And his gimmick, I'm not sure if his works. It might if I got on some harder surface, but I don't think he works either. So I think it's just Sizzle that was still working for me. And with all three in vehicle mode, show them off next to the AUTOBOts and to an 85 Sea Spray. Shows scale here in vehicle mode. So these are the Sparkabots from 1988 G1 Transformers. Nowadays can be sort of brittle, so be careful, especially Sizzle and maybe Fizzle, mainly with the hood pieces that have to fold to their backs. Otherwise, they're very simplistic Transformers with a little play feature of shooting sparks out the rear end of their alt modes. Nice fun toys back in the 80s for little kids, give some playability. Nowadays, nice little shelf pieces and reminders of a simpler time. And thanks for watching. Till the next ones. Peace out.